Yeah. Es gibt eine Frage. Das sind wir wieder from yesterday. The it's on that towards involved. We use the preposition to.
I can't hear you clearly. Like your network is
Okay, when
breaking
there are
this.
two verbs
Uh-huh.
involved, when there are
Yeah.
two verbs involved, we use the preposition to. Right.
Yeah. What's
Hello.
it? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Also, another example is now for me. I
Mhm.
want to. I said that I want to go to Ghana or because I want to visit my dad.
Hmm? Man, that's because of, I want to go to Ghana to visit Manka because
Yes,
I didn't use because.
to,
Yeah.
to visit my father. And the next one was um, I grew up in the morning to brush my teeth. So that wasn't this statement. The word to is inside you. Anything you use
Yeah,
to now.
yeah, because like basically the verb on this own, like I said, the verb contains the to. Okay, so that's why when they are used with modal verb, maybe I would like to eat, we won't say ich möchte to essen, we say ich möchte essen because essen then is equal to eat. Okay, but when they are, the rule is that when the first verb, when there are two verbs and the first verb is not a modal verb, then we will have to use this. The second verb will go to, like, will go to, we use to with the infinitive form to for like to. Yeah, it's a rule. It's basically a rule.
Yes,
Like, I don't,
that's true. But now to a question I say. If I
what's
can
it?
say, what's the
Because no, and yet necessarily because um yeah, cause two. Like we mentioned the two, but because they are we've used two verbs and the other verb, the first verb is not a modal verb. That's why we the second one will like we will use two with the infinitive for the second one. So it's not necessarily because we say to um I have decided to come. For example, maybe I am deciding to come. Like I decide to come. Like in the present or in the past, maybe ich habe mich entschieden zu kommen. We are not saying to come in because we are necessarily saying to come in the English sentence, but because entscheiden and coming are not are both let me call the class. Yeah, so because entscheiden and coming are the entscheiden is not a modal verb. That's why the to come in the English format, they are both in the same sentence. Okay, so then since entscheiden is not a modal verb, then the other verb and that's the other verb attached to the sentence needs to go to the end of the sentence and used with to unconjugated. Like it's a simple rule, but not necessarily because we said to. That's why we are using the to. The to is a rule that use the to before the verb. It's basically a rule, not necessarily because in English you say I'm deciding to eat. I am like not so. Because even if I would like to eat, even though I would like to, you still say to eat. Okay, but in this sense, we don't use to essen, we just say ich möchte essen. You see, so like not because of the two. The two is already in there, the verb is embedded in the verb. Okay, essen is to eat, but once there are two different verbs and the other one is not a modal verb, then the other one will go to the end, like as an enabling that. Like it's assumed, although it's not actually enabling that. We don't actually consider it as enabling, like a subordinate clause because it has no subject. Because the subject, the subject, no. it's from the subject, the doer of the sentence is the same person in the first in the main clause. Okay, so it's not actually considered as Nebensatz, but we just say Nebensatz like infinitive mitsu to form sentences which both the subject in the main clause is the same as the subject in the subordinate clause. Klar.
Okay. Beispiel. I watch you every weekend on TV, and I love how you play.
I watch you. Like
How
they
the
are
answer.
in this sentence, there's no infinity with two because there are two different sentences. He said, I watch you every weekend. And I like how you play. So like
I
in this
love.
sentence, yeah, whether like or now. Yeah, I love how you
Close.
play. In this sentence, there's no,
First.
yeah.
Okay.
So I shower water is yeah. Shower with the water und ich so if you use love, I don't use s because I love requires it's transitive verb. S be spielt. Don't ask me why it's s. God, wie du spielst, yeah. Like you can say I love, okay, it's a transitive verb. In transitive verbs in English, you can't just say I love. You love what? It requires a subject, an object. Okay, so like when you use it this, when you want to specifically say I love, then you have to use ich liebe es wie du spielst. Like it's a transitive verb which requires there are transitive verbs are verbs that requires an object. You can't just say I give. I give requires an object. You are giving what? So like the plenty of verbs are transitive. So when you use them this way, then it's not clear. Yeah, yeah. But then basically you can't just say ich liebe, wie du spielst. No. So the main one is maybe I am maybe he decided to come. Yep. He decided to come. Will be here. You see, in this sentence, the first verb is what? Deciding, to decide. And the second verb is what? Come. The first verb to decide is not what? A modal verb. So then it's what? Here. The hat. Sich. Entschieden, past tense is entschieden, and the infinity is entscheiden. Hier hat sich entschieden. Dann zu kommen. Okay, not necessarily because it's true here, but because deciding and coming to come are two different verbs. Then the other verb would go to the after the main sentence, you bring a comma, then the other verb will be will come after preposition to in the infinitive form. So there's difference between to and to. The to is when you are saying in order to. Like you are giving reason for the first sentence. Okay, so to they are both both of them. The to. I think so. Yeah. So just remember that once you use a verb, maybe I am going to buy coffee. I am The I am by no, I am going out. Yeah. And don't use the umtu like the umtu. Most of the sentence are umtu. You said?
See, let's come up with a sentence. The word to is not inside.
No, like then that means it will like be a single verb, like a single sentence, a single sentence. I have
Or
decided.
you can get I am going for a walk.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, that would be simple sentences. They like it won't have two verbs.
Okay.
I'm going for a walk. German we call it spazieren gehen. The spazieren alone is a verb, but it's gehen. Ich gehe spazieren. Okay, ich gehe spazieren. Like I told you the last time, when we are talking about activities and the activity can be used with to go. Gehen. Gehen will act as a modal verb. Then the other verb or the activity will go to modal gain. Yeah, okay, now so it is Anders. Yeah. Maybe I'm going for jogging will be ich gehe joggen. So joggen will be what conjugated like gain. Gain will be acting as a modal verb. Maybe I am going swimming, but ich gehe schwimmen. I am going dancing, but ich gehe tanzen. I am going hiking, but ich gehe wandern. Okay, so gehen when you are using them to express like you are going for an activity, then gehen acts as a modal verb. Okay, yeah, so this case is different. Okay. But like, yeah, don't worry, you get better, okay? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
So I know we practice a lot of sentences, but they're indirect questions. So I'm giving you a sentence, and you try to translate it to German. So I know how he talks. Will be. Well, like I know how he.
Probably should I use ich kenne oder ich weiß?
So information, ich weiß, wissen. Kennen is I know you, this Canadish. I know this country is Canada's land. Okay, but then when we are talking about information, we use wissen. I know how old he is will be what is vice because it's an information. You don't know the age, as in the age is not a person, or it's not like like a real now. Okay. Yeah, so when you're talking about maybe I know this city is Canada this stats. Okay, yeah, but when talking about information, let me use Vincent. Okay, yeah. So let's go.
Ich kenne
Ich weiß.
Ich weiß, wie ihr spricht.
So talking. Yeah, speaking is to speak, but then okay. Ich weiß, wie.
So present. I don't know.
Wie ihr redet. Okay, talking, redet. But then expression is also fine. Wie ihr redet. Okay, so it's not always going to be he asked me. So when I know to will require you to use the interrogative, the W questions. Okay, so I know how much he paid for, or how much he bought the car for. Okay.
Ich weiß, wie ihr bezahlt. Oder?
Ich weiß, wie, how much.
How much he paid or how he paid for.
Sorry, how much how much he
Vice.
bought the car for.
Boy, I don't know. What's on the B count? I don't know when it's I don't know the B count pump people go clack. Ja,
Ich weiß, wie viel er das Auto gekauft hat.
Super. Klar. Klar, simple. 100%. Okay, so I know what he said. I know what he called. I know what he said. We're complicating it to see how you arrange it. Okay. I know what he said about the job.
Advice? Advice? Yeah. A vast year.
Advice. Vast. Yeah, advice vast.
Advice vast year. Über dem Job. Gesagt.
Hat. Super. Das ist kompliziert. Das ist gar nicht kompliziert.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So just remember that when you use sentences that in the Nebensätze, you have to use any of the W questions. Then remember to push the verb to the sentence, because in English it's the same thing. Okay. Yeah. So again, zurück ins Buch.
Ja, wir finden es.
Was?
Yes, it's a lot of technical category of him.
Indirekte Fragen oder so.
Lehnen subordinate clause.
Was ist? Ja, indirekte Fragesätze. Okay, and we are okay. So ob, I'm to teach you how to use ob. Okay, yeah, that's just how to teach here. So have you heard of ob? Have you heard of ob?
Yeah, if send us a function as that man.
Yeah. So ob is equal to if. So normally it's used to describe or to talk about to talk uncertainties. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if he will, I don't know if he will come on Monday or Tuesday.
It's vice. Oh,
Mhm. Mhm.
it's vice means hope. Yeah, yeah, and Montag or the Dienstag. Kommen, wir, kommen wir.
Oder einfach kommt, because we've already used Montag and Dienstag to determine the time. Okay, so normally when we mention we won't use Werden. I said normally, but 100% you are correct if you use common Viet, because I know that when you use, like, it's easy to use modal verbs, and Werden also acts as modal verbs when they are used with other verbs. Okay, and like it gives you time to think because sometimes you be like, which subject did I use? Because sometimes you can make the sentence and you forget, like you get to this tag and you be like, hey, which subject did I use? So like you don't know whether you have to use do st or that. Yeah. So sometimes you just use common, then you have enough time to think of the subject. Yeah, me personally, it happens sometimes. So like, I understand. Then just know that once we use the days, like the adverbial place of time is already introduced in the sentence, then Germans prefer not to use the verb, and we just conjugate the verb directly. Okay. So sentences with hope will be.
I want to know if I can get my money back.
Hmm? To make a sentence for teacher. I don't say you are doing.
Jose, I ain't sentence normal.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying you are wrong, but he said, I want to know if I can get my money back. He said,
And that letter writing again. Oh, I'm saying.
mhm.
Woman a book for we book here, but see how say uncle be never work yare. Nti say open so Jimmy sika back. Some funny sika man. Come on, you want to know whether you will get the money back.
But yeah. So use hope. It will be what?
If you will, yeah, if you will listen, or it's much to listen.
Yeah, be polite.
Hope, hope, if,
Hope.
Hmm?
hope, if, mind guilt, oder mein Geld zurückbekommen. Ja, klar. Zurück, it can be one word, oder? Zurückbekommen.
Yeah. Sometimes me personally, I just use absolute carbon. Okay. Yes, sir. Sort of the colon is two. So these are not they are prefixes, but they are adverbial prefixes. Okay. Example of adverbial prefixes are vaita, suruk, umlaut or like let's really try out for umlaut for gemeinsam, sorry, zusammen, um, um, gut, weg, weg is preposition, oder?
Like preposition. No, not a preposition.
Weg is away, it's preposition. It's preposition. Yeah. My God. Yeah, so it's up. Do we get it?
Yeah.
So like up is always used with listen. Like, ich weiß nicht ob. Ich weiß nicht ob. I don't know if. I don't know if. I don't know if. So up.
If I can submit my homework,
You said?
I want to know if I can submit my homework.
Yeah, I want to know if I can mark my homework. Hey, if I can. In German, as you see, the can will go to the end. So like, oh Jesus, if I can submit my homework. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Kofi, will you try to submit? Submit. You can use angeben oder einreichen.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah.
Ich möchte
Yeah.
wissen,
Mhm.
ob ich
Mhm.
meine Haus, Haushab, Hausabgaben,
Gaben.
Gaben, Hausabgaben. What do the word you use, Robbie? Abgeben,
Nice.
Angeben. Okay.
Nice. Abgeben. Yeah.
Okay, Abgeben. Yeah.
Ich gebe an,
Abgeben
ist
kann.
admit oder so. Yeah. Angeben is to, yeah, or to indicate. Yeah. Yeah. So this, yeah, this abgeben. Yeah. Abgeben. So, like to give off, up, off, to give off order. Einreichen. Submit service einreichen. And then to hand over. Okay, so, wo ist meine Hausaufgaben?
Kann. Abgeben kann.
Abgeben. Yeah. Yeah. So op is always associated with wissen, okay? You want information, okay? You're not sure, uncertainty, or uncertain about something, then you op. Klar? And it was not. Okay, so let's go to our book. So here, hören Sie, welche Einladung aus A passt zu dem Gespräch? Ordnen Sie zu. I think we did this yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, let's try it. Let's go over it again. So I'm going to play the audio. Then please, you have to fill in the blanks. Okay, listen and fill in the blanks. I beg you. Okay, listen attentively. All right. So nice
Wait,
like that. Wait a bit.
C.
oh, okay, I couldn't see that. I was about to shut it up and then it came back. So let's continue.
C1C.
Marlies, hast du das gehört? Emil hat eine Einladung von der Chefin bekommen. Er hat gefragt, ob du auch eine Einladung hast.
Und?
Er hat mich gefragt, ob er die Einladung annehmen soll. Ich glaube, er ist ein bisschen nervös.
Warum glaubst du das?
Er hatte so viele Fragen. Er hat gefragt, warum sie ihn einlädt, was er anziehen soll, was er mitbringen soll und wie lang man nach Großdorf fährt. Und dann,
Ja?
und dann hat er auch gefragt, ob er früher kommen kann.
Er kann nicht mehr warten.
Es sieht so aus.
Okay, so he asked me if, yeah, so always about information. Okay, so were you able to get in to fill in the gaps? So, Lucky war weg. Okay, so Marlies, hast du das gehört? Emil hat eine Einladung von wem? Von
The chefin.
von der Chefin. Okay, von der Chefin bekommen. Okay, er hat mich gefragt,
Über.
ne, oder?
Ob.
Ob er die Einladung annehmen soll. He asked me if he should accept the invitation. Okay. Ich glaube, er ist ein bisschen nervös. Warum glaubst du das? Er hatte so viele Fragen. Er hat mich gefragt.
Warum?
Warum sie ihn einlädt. Okay. Why she is inviting him. Okay. So einladen. Laden itself is irregular. So ich lade ein. Du lädst ein. Es lädt ein. Okay.
Ja.
Genau. Warum sie ihn einlädt. Ihr anziehen soll.
Anziehen soll.
So what he should wear.
Was ihr
anziehen soll. Ihr mitbringen soll.
Was, oder?
Was ihr mitbringen soll und dass man nach Großdorf fährt. Wann, oder? Wann man nach Großdorf fährt. Wann? Ja, when. When one is driving to Großdorf. Like I wasn't paying attention, but I'm just using the context too. Ja. So, und dann hat er auch gefragt, dass er früher kommen kann. So he asked if.
Okay, if.
Ob er früher kommen kann. Okay. If you say that, it will be, he asked that he can come early. Like, how can you just ask something and be sure of it? Okay, so it's O. Okay?
Question mark being who?
No, it's not necessarily question mark. Like, it's indirect questions. Something that's what, like, yeah. It's indirect question. We don't use question marks. Klar.
Mm.
Let me say, yeah, fractal mesh V out here is, you won't say question mark. Okay, if I say a fractal mesh V out is here. Okay, so when you're asking the question, the W questions will come, then what? The verb will come, then the subject will follow. That's when you need a question mark. But once the W questions are used as indirect questions, when the verbs are put like the main verb is pushed to the end of the sentence, then it's no more a question, it's an indirect question. Okay. Yeah. Clear?
Yeah, gonna.
Maybe if you have Chrome on it. Then schreiben Sie E-Mails. I thought emails and they made a mistake. Schreiben Sie E-Mails, Fragen aus C. Hören Sie dann sein Gespräch mit Valentina und notieren Sie ihre Antworten. Okay. So hier gibt es ein Gespräch zwischen Valentina und Emil. Okay. Should I play? Valentina und Malis, yeah, you know. Okay.
Boy.
C1D.
Hallo Valentina. Du, ich habe eine Einladung bekommen.
Ja? Von wem?
Von der Chefin. Soll ich die Einladung annehmen?
Klar. Sie lädt manchmal Mitarbeiter ein. Ich war auch schon einmal bei ihr zu Hause.
Aber warum lädt sie mich ein?
Du bist noch nicht lange in der Firma. Vielleicht will sie dich besser kennenlernen.
Und was soll ich anziehen?
Das ist nicht so schwierig. Was trägst du jetzt? Hose, Pullover. Das passt. Du kannst so gehen.
Was soll ich mitbringen? Blumen, Wein, Schokolade?
Frau Wechselberger hat 2 kleine Kinder. Ich habe Schokolade für die Kinder mitgebracht und Blumen.
Blumen und Schokolade. Das mache ich auch. Wie lang fährt man denn nach
Großdorf?
Ja, genau. Wie lang fährt man nach Großdorf?
20 Minuten. Und sei pünktlich.
Kann ich früher kommen? Was glaubst du?
Nein, das ist nicht gut. Komm nicht zu und bleib nicht zu lang. Das ist ja keine Party. Egon und Klaus sind das letzte Mal bis 1:30 geblieben. Ich glaube, das war nicht so gut.
Klar. Okay.
Es wird sicher nett.
Ja, ich hoffe. Danke, Valentina.
Klar. So it's between Emil and Valentina. Yeah, I think Malis is the chef, the chefin, yeah. All right, so Emil asked, how can Emil be a man? Oh, Jesus. Emil is a woman, but German said, he said?
I said I shock. Everything is possible with them also.
Yeah, I think Emil is a man. Yeah.
Yes, okay. So Emil asked the question. So what was the first question you had? So
Soll ich die Einladung von der Chefin annehmen?
Annehmen heißt to accept or to record. To record or to accept. To record as in you are recording something on your phone. Because I'm recording the video, ich nehme ein Video an.
Okay.
So by B1 examination, speaking part, we have assignment planning by Goethe. And this is very important. I'm going to take a screenshot of it, then you work on it right now. Using, yeah. So it's we call it assignment planning. I think that is style 2 from Sprechen by Goethe B1. Yeah. So you have to plan something with your friend. Probably sometimes they'll give you the maybe sometimes you have to order a party, you are going out for a concert, like so these questions are very important. Okay, so
Boy, let's practice it.
I thought I'm sharing the screen. Yeah, so my own word, like my own, I had a partner, he was from Ghana, and we were to plan about going for a concert, and I was very calm because I just knew that when it comes to the point that I have to choose the right words, I'll know what to say. But this guy was so under pressure, he was so nervous. And so I asked him, so like, what do you want us to talk about? So I collected from like what he wants. Okay, so he said, let's talk about concert by Daddy Lumba, the time, like everything. So like I decided to like use so he won't suffer, because at the end of the day, if you like your marks may be affected by your partner if your partner is not very proactive, because it needs to be a conversation. Okay, so if the other person is not giving back, it will be difficult. How can you answer something if there's no question? Okay, so it's very important to sound planning. So yeah, so that's using should I accept the arranging it will be what using should.
Asking a question. So soll ich die Anleitung annehmen?
Soll ich die Einladung annehmen? Okay. Then the answer will be
Ja. Ja. Nehme die Anleitung an.
how you say name it.
No. So
What's the imperative for name? Yeah.
Name.
Yeah.
Name. Yeah.
Name the
Oder
yeah, but like when you
infinitive.
yeah, you can use the infinitive. Like the most important thing is that you know how you are using it. If you are referring to your partner with Z, then remember that you are not going to mention do. So it wouldn't seem that you only said name and Z, but then when it comes to no, that's the problem, because when you use it that way, they would think that you don't know the imperative. But then when you have to conjugate a verb with do, you use like you conjugate verb with do when you want to make sentence or referring to him as do. And when you have to use the imperative, because you don't know, that's when you use Z, like you are trying to outsmart them. Before they've taught it. So yeah,
So instead of saying this, can't you say, ja, du musst die Einladung annehmen?
Yeah. So this is imperative using like making it an order. Yeah, nimm bestimmt die Einladung an. Okay. Dann 2.
Boy, haben imperative formulating.
Hab. For do is have.
Have.
So if I'm telling you to be patient, German, you say, if I'm saying I'm patient, you say I have patience. Okay, so have, if I'm giving you an order to have patience, I'm say have, because like have patience. You can do away with the it was just have get good. Like have. So have I.
When you say encourage, you're treated it down, but once they have no, normally you say you conjugate it at the second person singular.
Brother. There is
That
always exception. There is always exception, brother. Sein for do. Do is do best, but you will say be. You say sei. So if I'm telling you to be polite, you say sei höflich. I'm telling you to drive carefully, just like to be careful. Be careful. Sei vorsichtig. So yeah. So you just know them. Just know as sein is sei for do, then seien sie. If I'm telling you like former will be seien sie, like you get there. I think we will treat the one later for the sein and haben, but in the sein have simple as this. Yeah. Nog nächste Frage.
Nächste Frage. According to the audio, I'm not saying
Yeah, not necessarily according to the audio, because I'm just like
But should we use the ones
it's the most important thing is that you understand what we are doing, because at the end of the day, at the exams, you're not going to get this same audio. Okay?
Warum lädt sie mich ein?
Why is she inviting?
Warum
Did he give it?
Den ich habe. No, sorry.
No, you are replying someone, so it's not you this time.
Den ich möchte.
It's not you. Someone is asking you a question.
I don't know, inviting me. Why are you okay? Why are you inviting her, right?
Why is she inviting me? So why is she inviting me? So your reply to me will be
because
just
why is she inviting me? Then so because I want to participate, oder?
Then sie will ein nettes Gespräch mit dir haben. Because she wants to have a nice conversation with you. Like just anything that comes in mind, right? Und was soll ich anziehen? So you can also say was soll ich mich anziehen? You can use the anziehen reflexive.
Yeah.
Then you reply.
Oh, du kannst weiß Kleid, weiß T-Shirt und
Du kannst einfach
okay.
ein weißes, oh yeah, ein weißes
T-Shirt und eine blaue Hose anziehen. Maybe I can say jeans, Anna.
Yeah, blaue jeans.
Let me catch jeans, come baby. Jeans anziehen. Yeah. I'm fucking simple in this context.
In this sentence, like you can simply
Okay. You can simply You can I know, right? Yes, okay.
Was
Soll
soll
ich
ich
bringen?
mitbringen?
Vielleicht du kannst etwas kaufen. Zum Beispiel,
When you use
Mhm.
vielleicht, once you
vielleicht
when you use
kannst du,
vielleicht,
ja, ja, vielleicht kannst,
genau.
vielleicht kannst du,
I know say in
etwas,
English you'd be like maybe
ja,
you come, but in German you say maybe can you, maybe see you,
ja,
maybe
ja. Vielleicht kannst du etwas kaufen, wie Kuchen.
Schokolade. Vielleicht kannst du Schokolade.
Schokoladen oder,
Oder Blumen.
ja, Blumen, Kuchen, sollte.
Ja, weiß man es jetzt.
But that sollte be what? Is there another name for
Yeah,
cake?
for cake, yeah.
Genau. Kannst du
But it's feminine.
oder Blumen. Can you replace kaufen with anschaffen?
Yeah, but anschaffen means I've acquired.
Oder purchase?
You want to
Oder,
say, yeah, but I'm telling you, so anschaffen itself means to acquire. So you want to say maybe normally we use anschaffen when we've like bought something precious, normally a land. Okay, so ich habe mir maybe ein Auto angeschafft. Okay, yeah, like when something, so like kaufen is for maybe paying something simple, but then I've acquired myself. We use it dative. We have to bring who bought it, like to who, like the beneficiary. You can just say ich habe ein Auto angeschafft, but then we prefer that we want to know who has gotten that something huge, that like who has gotten that huge thing. Okay, so ich habe mir vielleicht ein Haus angeschafft. I bought myself a house. Yeah.
okay, genau. Kann ich rüberkommen?
Wie lange fährt man nach Großdorf?
Ich glaube, die Fahrt dauert etwas 2 Stunden.
Was dauert? Was?
Ja. Ist etwa, oder?
Ja, etwa.
Ja, etwa 2 Stunden.
2 Stunden, not Stunden. Stunden, invisible H between S and
Okay,
P
Stunden.
and S and H. S and T. Stunden. Stunden.
Lehrer Ravi. 2
Dann kommen. Kann ich früher kommen?
Früher kommen. Ja, du kannst vor 2 Tage.
Sehr.
Ja. Oder?
Sehr.
Oder?
It's a date, a simple date. The person should come 4 days before the date.
No.
Is it the last?
For
Maybe 2 days, a
5,000.
simple date with someone. Simple date, dinner date with someone. The person should come 2 days before the date. Now,
Yeah, boy,
is it the
so
last
you
Pas- is it the
can I
last
come?
supper with Jesus Christ?
Between about Papa between about the house, I'm person.
So like,
Papa between about 2 days, I hope you have no problem.
no, that's just natural. So let's be realistic. So the past, you can circa 20 Minuten vor dem
Yeah.
Date. Vor dem Date ankommen. Okay, you can arrive. When you say you can come, as if you said the person is coming to you, so you can arrive. Okay, you can say 20 Minuten vor dem Date ankommen. Okay, yeah, that makes your German super. Okay, wow. Ja, das war's. So, hören Sie, welche Einladung aus A-Part zu dem Gespräch ergänzen Sie die Fragen? So, hier ist eine Einladung und ich glaube, I think we've already played it. Well, I'm going to play it again. Yeah.
C1E.
That's massive.
So, hören Sie, with invitations from A, yes, A, fit to these sentences, okay? Like the same thing, just like arranging this test, okay? Yeah. Dann ergänzen Sie, complete the questions. Okay, so like you have to listen to the questions here and the answers. So like listen to the questions. Okay, then which question will at the end of the day fit to which answer?
Okay.
C1E.
Wer hat denn angerufen?
Ach, meine Tante Waltraud. Sie will, dass ich sie am Samstag besuche.
Und? Besuchst du sie?
Nein, ich will nicht.
Hast du ihr das gesagt?
Natürlich nicht. Das kann ich ihr nicht sagen.
Und was hast du ihr gesagt?
Ich habe ihr gesagt, dass du im Krankenhaus bist. Und dass ich deshalb hier bleiben muss.
Bernhard! Das kann doch nicht wahr sein! Was hat sie geantwortet?
Oh, sie hat gesagt, dass sie dich am Samstag besuchen will.
Na toll. Sie will mich im Krankenhaus besuchen. Und ich bin doch gar nicht im Krankenhaus. Bernhard, was machen wir jetzt?
Bernhard. Do you understand that audio? How was the comprehension like?
Yeah, klar.
Karen, how was Mr. Kofi, how was the comprehension? Okay, super.
Yeah, it was a bit trying to write the answers, but sorry, too fast.
So the first one was about who is calling. Okay, so wer ruft dich an? Then he replied, my aunt. She wants to. Okay, so you see here, she wants the auntie wants something. Okay, but what she wants, I will be performing the besuchen. My aunt wants me to visit. So meine Tante, sie will, dass ich sie am Samstag besuche. So she wants me to come and visit her. That's why it's das. You can't say sie will mich am Samstag besuchen. When you say sie will mich am Samstag besuchen, that means she wants to visit me.
Yeah.
So there's a difference. Yeah, there are differences. Just know that if the action, what is being required, will be performed by someone, then what we have to use das.
Okay.
Super. On here, 9 is will nicht. Ich glaube, hier was, und was hast du gesagt? Oder? Oder willst du sie besuchen? Like, egal.
Ja, ja, willst du? Ja.
Den Driver natürlich nicht. Das kann ich nicht sagen. Oder hast du ihr Nein gesagt? Did you tell her no? Then of course not. I cannot tell her that. Dann
Ja,
vier,
genau.
ich habe ihr gesagt, dass du im Kranken. Dann, was hast du ihr denn gesagt? What did you tell her denn? Ich habe ihr gesagt, dass du im Krankenhaus bist. Okay. Dann 5. Und sie hat gesagt, dass sie und was? Oder was? Was passiert jetzt? Oder was auch genau oder so. But at the end of the day, what's the name of the guy? I've forgotten the name. No, Ben. Yeah. So he has caused a big problem. Right now, they have to admit the wife in the hospital so that the auntie can visit. But then they can just lie. Oh, baby, yeah, you need to see. Yeah. Klar. Okay, ja. Adiyadin sana.
Open ta maka yana son gidi.
Share. Was will Bernhard? Is Bernhard? Bernardo. Unser Bernardo. Father Bernhard. It be Bernhard. Bernhard.
Unique.
No, not like their names are not unique. Probably this Bernard is not German. I tell you for a fact because I've met Bernard. Their names are spelled the normal Bernard, just like our own. Probably those Greece foreign they have this special name, special. This is a Bernard Facebook name for Bernard in Ghana. See so forth. A queer name as well, AIK. Hey, my bro. Okay, so let's continue. So here, was will Marie von Bernhard wissen? Schreiben Sie in Direktiv Fragesätze. Was ist Bernhard und Maries Problem? Marie will wissen. So in the first sentence, Marie will wissen. What does she want to know?
According to what do you know?
Yeah, we are using this. So like I'll give you the sentence and you translate. Marie wants to know who called Bernard. So how will you translate that to German?
Marie will wissen, wer hat Kevin angerufen?
Marie.
Oder?
Marie wants to know who.
Boy,
I'm sure. Called.
No, when if you.
Who called Bernard? So, I said Marie will wissen.
Wer wer hat Bernard oder ist es
wer Bernard angerufen hat?
Oh, ja.
Okay. When W questions are used in Nebensätze and they are the subordinate clause, then always the verb goes to the end of the sentence. Basically, that's the rule. Okay.
Hey, too much rules. Yeah, rule down.
So like, is it not a problem for you to say shawarma here in English? Here. Where our sentence does
I say what they call English. I want to know
It's not stable in English.
who
That's
called,
what
who called Bernard.
uh-huh. You say it's not the same in English, you see. It's not the same, right?
Anything.
It's not the same, but then I want to know he asked me how old I am. In this is also a W question, but the am goes to the end. So you see, so even in English, sometimes you have to push it to the end, but sometimes you don't. So like even in English, it doesn't make sense. German, the answer is fixed. You see, so German, they follow the rules. Once you know the rules, then you know that whenever you use whether welche was in enabling that, then your verb will go to the end. But in English, he wants to know why I came. But you see, in this sentence, the main verb goes to the end of the sentence, just like the German rule. But it's a sentence to the verb won't go to the end of the sentence, even when you use the W question. So in English, don't make sense. At least German, they follow the rule, but English, they just give any rules. They told us that if you want to form plurals of the nouns that ends with O, you should add es. But there are some nouns that ends with O, they don't take es and then basically just s. Sometimes se. So like it doesn't make sense. So like just because you learned English, like you started learning English from in childhood, you think that the German is complicated. So I just say English doesn't follow any rule. You are just lucky. So we learned English from infancy. You can't say so. Number 2, Sie will wissen, what's the question? Nein, ich will nicht. Sie will wissen, und das Problem ist.
Besuche.
Und? Besuchst du sie?
Nein, ich will nicht.
Hast du ihr das gesagt?
Natürlich nicht. Das kann ich ihr nicht sagen.
Und?
How can I frame this sentence in English? The will listen. Let's use this. So here, she wants to know what he told the auntie. Yeah. What he said to the auntie, or I want to know. Maria wants to know the answer he gave to his auntie Ruby. Yeah, so we would like to translate this. So in this sentence, you see there's no W question. Okay, there's no W question, but in Nebensatz, okay, Nebensatz, the rule is that for Nebensatz, second sentence, like subordinate clause, the verb goes to the end of the sentence. So this sentence will be what? Just like W question. So Maria wants to know the question, the answer he gave to his auntie. So Maria will listen. Karen, let's go.
Share your screen first. I can.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, if I use it this way, then it will be complicated for you guys because I have to use relative sets. Like I'm just writing it. So Maria will wissen die Antwort. Die Antwort. Yeah. Labels that some we call it relative stats. But I'll give you the sentence for your current. So Maria will wissen die Antwort die ihr seiner Tante gegeben hat. Okay. This is in German we call it relative stats, but let me frame it well for your current level. So it will be Maria will wants to know what he said to the auntie. The idiom. Let's go. Let's go. Karen.
No, why only me? But what? Where is the question?
Maria wants to know what he said to his sons. So Maria will listen or that listen, but yeah, deine Auntie, deine Tante. Sorry.
Seine.
Yeah. This one is relative results. Relatives that is in I think yeah. You don't need it, okay? You don't need it.
So it's like what his auntie has said.
Yeah, but relatives that we use. So in this sentence here, we use relatives that as pronouns for nouns. Okay, so it's she wants to know the answer. So in English, you say she wants to know the answer. That's so that will be referring to the answer, but in German, the here, this D needs to correspond to the gender of the noun we are talking about. Although we want to mention the noun again, you are using the D here as a pronoun for that which has already been said. It's like, actually, don't let me explain it. We will get there. So if it would have been maybe she wants to know the book he bought, would be what? Er will wissen das Buch, das gekauft hat. He wants to know the man he saw. So I had a problem more with accusative. Er will wissen der Mann. Den sah, because it what ich sah den Mann. So then the relative that needs to correspond to what the pronoun needs to correspond to the man in the second sentence if there is another subject. So like I want to like clear it, okay, but you don't need it. That's relatives that is B1. You have to learn it before writing the exams, but right now just because of the sentence that I used and I didn't want to delete it. Okay. Just maybe like you are still learning, so maybe when you come across something, just remember that in German there's something called relatives that and we use these the leaders as pronouns for the noun that has already been mentioned in the previous sentence in the main clause. Okay, so you want to repeat the Antwort again. We just say D. So this D is referring to the Antwort that was mentioned in the main clause. But please just clear it. That's not what we are treating. Okay, and number 3. If it's about relatives, that I'm not gonna mind you.
No. It's about this thing. Say when it comes to Glauben, Glauben, we don't follow Glauben. Don't follow this rule, Anna.
Don't follow what rule?
This one, like this W something pushing the verb to the last. when you use glauben, to say that I will listen. So maybe it's glauben, I believe. Which out with glauben to bring comma. But that one it doesn't follow this one. And also is that an exception or which?
Not necessarily any not necessarily when you say I believe is something, is a sentence that can stand on its own. I believe.
Okay, say I believe.
I'm saying, so in German, let me explain. In German, we have the Hauptsatz, okay? The main clause and the subordinate clause. We only have subordinate clauses when the subordinate clause, here's the main clause. The subordinate clause, the Nebensatz, depends on the subordinate clause depends on the main clause to give to, like, without the subordinate clause, without the main clause, you won't understand the subordinate clause. Like, you won't get the full picture of like what the person is trying to say. That's what I'm trying. Do you get it?
Yeah. Subordinate depends on the main clause to make me.
No, to me. No. But when I say ich glaube, when I say ich glaube can stand alone. Don't just say ich glaube. Oh, I believe.
Look, you believe that what? You believe what?
I probably no. I just believe, and I can't. Don't you make sense of this? I think.
I want to know. Sounds me like what I want.
I want to. Oh, I want to know. Simple. Oh, I want to know. Without saying I want to know that, or I want to know if. That's when you want to extend. That's when once you use it, then you know, say you need enables that to construct your following sentence. But if I say it's glaube, so when the glauben must depend on something, that's when we use the das. But when you are sure, or like how do I put it? I believe, and I believe in he will come. Let me say, I believe. He will come. Without I believe, can't he will come stand alone? He will come can stand alone without I believe, or that?
Yeah. I believe he will come.
Yeah. But we can use the glauben to form what Nebensatz to like. And that's when you have to use the ich glaube das. You have to use the glauben with das to form what Nebensatz. I believe das here comes. And you can also say in German ich glaube, comma, here comes, without using it. So in this sentence, according to the German system, these are two separate sentences. I believe and he comes, or he will come. You say I think. Oh, that's what I think. Oh, I think. Oh, I think so. So I think he knows. Okay, he knows. So I think ich denke. Ich weiß. Oder ich denke, dass ich weiß. Once you use the das, then you know you are building what a subordinate clause. But these are totally different from this. You know why he has this sentence. This is like this glauben and denken. They are totally different from what is being treated. This ones are when you use W questions in Nebensatz, then you have to shape slightly different. I don't know why you asked the question. Ja. So wir machen weiter. Ja, so. Was sagen die Personen? Schreiben sie die direkten Fragen und wenn Sie dann die Einladungen aus A. Okay. Fair enough, yeah. So like these sentences, okay, this already, I don't know why they would, because they already, es schreiben Sie die direkten Fragen. Like they've already used it. Wohin die Hochzeitsreise geht. Like they've already said it, they've already written it. Wie lange das Abendessen bei der Chefin dauert hat. Okay, like they've already used it, I don't know. Und then Sie dann, okay, we are to, just according to the picture, so in the pictures here, one was about invitation to food, wedding, and the other one was a visit. So we are just to read and see which one. So definitely this is the wedding. This one is what? The Abendessen, yeah. Wie lange das Abendessen, like about the invitation to what? The evening food by the chef. Then this one is Melvinville with Nobels by Gasthof, so eine Spielplatz gibt's. Das war's. Ja, es stand eine, ja. Ich möchte Mitarbeiter. Was geht hier, du? Hier gibt es nur Wedding, Abendessen und Kaffee einladen. Ich musste just some substitute words to Kaffee einladen. So it has nothing to do. I don't know. This picture past. I don't know which of the messages this one, because they are talking about something different. It was a visit, a family visit, a wedding, and an Abendessen to inviting colleagues and the chef for dinner. So this one, I don't know where it's from. There you go. Okay. So take a screenshot of these, you can practice alone. Okay. Fragen und Fragen B. Basically a Partnerarbeit. So I asked, ich habe gefragt, ob Martin Martin, I thought it's a continuation of this one because the heart needs to go to the end. If it would have been ob, yeah. So ich habe gefragt, Marco hat gesagt, dass, okay. So we use Fragen mit ob und gesagt mit das, sagen mit das. He said that, he asked if, okay. So you can add one to that. You can add that one to your note. Okay. Sagen is always used with das. He said that, so er hat gesagt das, or you can also choose not to use das. Okay. If you want to, like, yeah, but he said that can stand alone. He said that, like, he said that, as in he said that, or maybe he said that the chef must do. Okay, then how to use the das. Okay. As you can see, he said that, or he said kommt, sagte kommt, oder hat gesagt, oder sagte, dass kommt. Die beide sind richtig. Aber Fragen ist always, fragte ob. Ich habe mich gefragt, I asked myself ob. Ja, genau so. We use ob for Fragen und sagen. We use das. Constructing the Nebensatz. Klar? Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to skip this part. Okay. This one is letter writing. Okay, I said we'll take time, then I'll take you through how to write letters, official letters, friendly letters. I'll give you everything before your main exams. Right now, they are not important. Okay, they're not important. All right, so done. Okay, so there are new words here. Let's focus on the words. So here is the proof. The proofing means the exams. The Hochzeit means the exam, the wedding. Der Umzug is masculine, means the move, as in umziehen means to relocate. So Der Umzug means like the relocation or the move. Then der Geburtstag is masculine, the birthday. Der Führerschein. Führerschein means the driver's license is masculine. Der Führerschein. Dann das Abendessen, das kennt ihr schon. Die Party, Elternfreunde. Der Verwandte, der Verwandte is masculine. Der Verwandte, the relative. Und der Vermieter, the landlord. Der Kursleiter is like the teacher, so the one who is teaching the course. Then der Chef oder die Chefin, Kollegin oder Kollegin. Yeah, klar. So, okay, so here, absagen. Absagen means to cancel, and zusagen means to accept. Okay, zusagen means something to accept. Okay, then absagen means to cancel. So I want to say I've cancelled my appointment. What? Ich habe meinen Termin abgesagt. Klar? So zusagen is like annehmen, to accept. Okay, like to promise. Zusagen, yeah, to promise. Versprechen means to promise, but then zusagen means like you are getting something, like someone promise you something, say something will happen. So zusagen, accept, say I will come out to promise something, you know. So when you want to cancel something, you can use leider kann ich. Unfortunately, I can not come. Leider kann ich nicht kommen. Okay. Then maybe ich muss zu meine Tante gehen. Leider kann ich nicht kommen. Okay, maybe I have to visit. Oder ich muss arbeiten. Ich muss von 10 Uhr bis. Okay, when you want to cancel a plan with someone, you can use these sentences. Ich muss vielleicht bis 10 oder bis 20 Uhr arbeiten. Deshalb muss ich unseren Termin absagen. Okay, dann ich wünsche Ihnen. Okay, when you can't make it, then you can wish them. Oh, I wish you success. Ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag oder ich wünsche Ihnen viel Erfolg. Der Erfolg is success. Is that? Ja, ich wünsche dir alles gut. Ja, alles Gute und viel Glück. Ja. Dann zusagen, to accept. Ich komme gern. Ich komme auf jeden Fall. Oh, I'm coming. Was soll ich mitbringen? Oh, was für eine Musik muss ich mitbringen? Können wir denn Vorbereitungen, ja, can I help? So in English you say help with. In German we say help by. Helping is used with by. So you want to say I'm helping you with your homework will be what? It's helping dir by deinen Hausaufgaben for plural. Okay. You know, if I'm helping you with something, so if I want to help you with cooking, so we have the cooking will be used as cooking. So the one beim Kuchen. So ich helfe meine Mutter beim Kuchen. But the cooking here is used as the verb that's cooking. So I'm helping you with your give me sentence. Come on, mommy. I'm helping you with your the move. Will be what? The move here. Umzug. Will be. I'm helping you with the move. Like your friend is moving, relocating, and you are saying, I am going to help you with the move. Will be what?
Ich helfe dir bei dem Ziehen.
Umzug. Nice. Umzug is the move. Maybe. Der Umzug. Umzug is the move. Okay. Yeah. You know.
Aber ziehen also means move, Anna.
Ziehen. Umziehen is the verb, okay? And the verb has a noun, which is Umzug. Hoping has no noun. That's why I said, you can try. Yeah. Ziehen. tn when it was converted to a noun is took. So that's why we have antook. Antook is what? Suits.
Shoot, yeah.
Yeah, okay, now, yeah.
Also,
So I'm helping you with the movie. What is helping? It's helping there by untook or by the untook. Yeah. And I'm helping you with what the like Abend Essen. It's helping there by Abend Essen. So when it's masculine or that, you just use by plus them to form them direct. So maybe I'm helping you with the party, what is healthy there by the other party. I will help with the party. Okay, but you want to, I will help you with the organization of the party. Then what is healthy there by their Organisierung der Party oder von der Party. You either use dative or the genitive. Okay. So here it said I will help you with the Vorbereitung is the preparation, the Vorbereitung. Then P is plural, Vorbereitungen with the preparations. That's why it's den. So können wir bei den Vorbereitungen helfen? Okay, because by starts with klar. Okay, finally. Yeah. Grammatic. Okay, so under this chapter, we learned how the partitive zwei. So in English, we have past tense. Okay, in English, we have past tense and we have past participle. Same thing in German, we have what? Past tense, which is the Präteritum. Okay, Präteritum for German. Then the partitive zwei for the present perfect or the past participle. So like sometimes you can even get confused. Yeah. So in German, we said if you want to form the past participle of a verb, of a separable verb, with regular verbs, you just bring your prefix. Okay. Then your G will come after the prefix. Then the verb stem of the verb, if it's maken, the verb stem is mak, only the en is mak. Then you bring your T at the end. In what? So unmarken means what? To turn on. So when you say I have turned on the TV, what ich habe den Fernseher angemacht. Angemacht. That's for regular verb. Okay. Then for irregular verbs, you can't bring the G. Yeah. For irregular verbs, for him, the focus is still on the prefix. Yeah, so like separable prefix, yeah, then your G will come after the prefix. But for inseparable prefix, you can't bring the GE. Okay, you can't bring any GE between fair, be, and Masnok.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you can clearing, you can say egg cleared. Okay, but up clearing means to clear something out. Okay, up clearing, up is what separable, so up declared. But then for ear clearing to explain, you can say ear declared because it's a inseparable prefix. Okay. Yeah, so with separable prefix, you just bring your GE between the prefixes. Then, depending on the how the verb is in the past participle, then you just add it. Okay, so I always say that always focus on what the main verb, not on the prefix. Focus on how the verb, you must first know. Okay, good. First, you have to know whether the prefix is separable or not. Then you come to the verb. Is the verb regular or irregular? Does the verb have a regular participle, preteritum, that's past tense, or that's it not? If it has a regular past tense, that means if the past tense is just formed by adding what te to it, then you just know that the the participle zwei too, but you just have to add your GE and your T. But then if for example, machen is the infinitive. Past tense is what? Machte, which means it's regular in the past tense. Okay, that means in your present perfect or the past participle, you just have to bring your GE before the verb stem, machen, and add your T, then what gemacht. But for irregular verbs, like verbs that have even though the infinitive form are regular, but then the past tense are irregular, then just know that the present perfect will also be what? Irregular. Okay, an example is bringen. Bringen is regular for in the present form, but the past tense is what? Brachte. Okay, brachte. Okay, so which means that the present perfect will also be irregular. What? Gebracht. Okay, gebracht. Oder Schwimmüder. But like I said, basically just learn the main verbs. Okay, bringen, fangen. Once you see fangen, you know that fangen is angefangen, and the past tense for fangen is what? It's fing. It's fing. Clara?
Yeah, okay.
It's fing. So we want to say, oh, I started learning German, but you don't want to say ich habe angefangen Deutsch zu lernen. See, in this one, so this sentence, two different verbs. I've started to learn German. Okay. Who would like to try?
Ich habe Deutsch angefangen. Ja, ich habe Deutsch angefangen zu lernen, oder?
Where does the Deutsch come? Like the object. When the object is after the second verb, that means the object will go to what? The second verb. For example, I am going. I am going. Oh, I am going to buy drugs or medicine. To buy medicine. So when the object comes after the second verb, it means the object belongs to the second verb. It's easy to know. So here we say I have started is a complete sentence. Full stop. Done. So I have. I say I have. Ich habe angefangen, Komma, Deutsch zu lernen. But in this sentence, you can use anfangen with I have begin with, I have started with. So in this sentence, then it will be what? Ich habe mit Deutsch lernen. I've started learning German. This is another way you can frame it there. Deutsch lernen. Angefangen. Okay. Plural. Number have it. So it's not autocorrect. You know the mean autocorrect the correct time to have it. So in this sentence, you see, I am going now. I'm going to buy medicine, which means the medicine is for what? To buy. So it will be what? Ich gehe draußen. I'm going outside. So this one will be in order to, okay? Well, the focus is still on where the so medicament, medicament singular, medicament suka opening. Klar?
Yeah.
Coming to Ghana to visit
Boy,
my
change.
father.
Okay.
So to
Yes,
visit
yes,
the what which means I am.
Okay.
What?
Okay. You see when
What did you
the
say?
object.
Yeah, when the object, like in the English sentence, okay, like when you want to do a direct translation in English, when the object comes after the second verb, it means the object belongs to the second verb, basically. So like, I am coming to Ghana, it's a full sentence, but here's another verb, to visit my father. So that means whatever thing that follows to visit, the second verb will be like added to will be with the second verb. That's here is kommen nach Ghana, meinen Vater zu besuchen. So my father will go to what? Besuchen, because my father is to visit, is to be visited. Okay. But don't worry, like the infinity with two will be treated as a whole topic. Okay. I just wanted your life to be easier. So what are you saying? What are you saying? The grammatic. This is grammatic. We go some bits off for me. Vanessa, all these have been taught in like normal classes, like no previous. Yeah, they were treated. These ones are just with the whole. So you have to visit the previous classes if you haven't, so that you understand. Because these days were like, I think these ones they have separate videos for the regular and irregular. Sorry, separable prefixes and inseparable prefixes. Yeah, I think the last 3 lessons, yeah, we went deep. We conjugated a lot of them. Yeah, so please, definitely meet us actually, because implicit comments. Okay, then here, verbs with inseparable prefixes. Inseparable prefixes are the B, the B, the and G, fair, über, unter. Durch, yeah, zerstören means to destroy. Is inseparable. Then missverstanden, missverstehen, yeah, missverstehen to misunderstand, yeah. Then, yeah, class. So these ones, the focus is always on what? The verb, the main verb. So is suchen is gesucht, which is inseparable verbs. With inseparable verbs, you can't bring the T in between them. So you just add your T at the end to gesucht. Okay, it's erzählen. To tell is erzählen is to tell. Okay, so this is inseparable prefix. You can't say getelled, because if I'm saying he told me of the story, he told me about the story, he told me the story. What? It's yeah. So it's erzählen. Erzählen means to count. Not to say I've counted the books. What? Ich habe die Bücher gezählt. Okay, so the main verb it's zählen. Okay, to count. Okay, so it shall be that's book gezählt. But in this sentence, which means zählen is regular for the positive is gezählt. But here is an inseparable, like an inseparable prefix has been used. So you can say gezählt. So then we ignore the GE and add your T. Okay, and should again is regular. Should again is the main verb. Should again. Okay,
What's
so
telling me then?
telling means to tell, and I said telling
Okay,
alone.
okay.
Telling without a telling, without the prefix er, means to count. Because maybe I'm even counting on you. It's zähle auf dich. Okay. You want to use rechnen. If you want to say, so in German, you want to say, I am counting on you. Rechnen is used with mit dative. Then zählen is used with accusative with auf. So I am counting on you or I'm depending on you. Because ich zähle auf dich.
Okay.
Yeah. But when you use the rechnen is used with mit. I'm counting on you. But what is rechne mit dir, which means I am relying on you. Okay. Das ist Bonus-Tipp. Genau, klar. So like, klar. So shoot. Was? I was saying it's rechnen means to count, yeah? Rechnen is all calculate. Okay. Rechnen means to calculate. Yeah, rechnen.
It's just for numbers.
No. But also, when you want to use it figuratively, to say like, oh, I'm counting on you or relying on you to depend. So in German, it's the same thing. In English, you say, I'm counting the book. That same count, using count to count a book. We still use it to count on you, but I'm not counting you, but I'm just relying on you. So I'm just saying the same thing in German. We use rechnen, which is to calculate or to count. But when you use rechnen, you have to use mix. And when you use zählen is the one. Zählen with umlaut means to count. Zählen means to count. So when you want to say I am relying on you, I'm depending on you, or I'm counting on you, German you can say es zähle auf dich. Or that when you have to use the calculate, then es rechne mit dir, means I am relying on you, I'm depending on you. So,
No. That's always over to me. I'm misinterpreting it. I'm calculating with you, or
it's rechne mit dir, but then like I'm saying, it's figuratively, like it's figurative speech. When you use it, we know that you are dependent on. Like how many times you say you are calculating something with someone?
Maybe I walk over now. If I can't take his talk, it's rational media.
Yeah. Then Gehören is what? Inseparable prefix. GE. So gehört, because the main verb is hören. Okay. Nackten ends with what? Nackte. So when you remove the E and you'll be left with nacked. Okay. And you can't add T to it. You have to bring another E before you add your T. DTN.
But the hearing.
Gehören is gehört.
In the infinite form. No, I thought
Yeah.
the verb I say hearing, but
Yeah, here it is gehört.
No.
So
Like infinite
listen, I get you. So gehören is infinitive form and it means to belong, okay? And hören alone means to hear or to listen. If you want to say I heard the music, but ich habe die Musik gehört. Okay. But when you say the book belonged to me, das Buch hat mir gehört. Yeah, so it depends on the content. They both means gehört. But if I'm saying das Buch, when I use the dative, it means we are like belong to. Yeah, belong.
Okay.
Then we have verlieren. Inseparable prefix versprechen, to promise, verlieren. Verstehen, to understand. You can't say ich stehe ver. No, ich verstehe. Klar? Then erkennen, to. Erkennen is to
Recognize.
And erkennen is to recognize. Erkennen is to.
And erkennen.
Okay, to recognize. By erkennen, erkennen. Then I'm perfect. I'm saying. Yeah, both to recognize, erkennen to recognize. Anerkennen is also means to recognize. Yeah. But when you use anerkennen, when you use the anerkennen, inseparable prefix. So we've got angekannt, angeerkannt. No, still it should be
Yeah, it will be
anerkannt.
on account.
Anerkannt.
Wait.
Anerkannt, yeah, klar.
Yeah, on account. Yeah.
Anerkannt. Yeah, klar. Then diskutieren. I said with the Latin verbs tieren, ieren. You just remove your en and add your t, which means the past tense. Sorry, the past tense. You just add te. You remove your en and add te. So this will be diskutierte for past tense. But the participle 2, you remove your en and add your t, which means he discussed what diskutiert. So he discussed what had diskutiert, which means in both infinitive form for ESES ear is the same. You have the same conjugations for the participle 2. Okay, so I'm saying he's like talking on phone with him. What he telefoniert mit seiner Mutter. Okay, but I want to say he talked in the past and what he hat mit seiner Mutter telefoniert. Same thing. Okay, yeah, klar. So dann Nebensatzkonjugation with das, formen Nebensentences with das. Okay, yeah. So Nebensatz. We have man schreibt seit 1600 for Christ Briefe. Like one has been writing. We've been writing letters since 1600s before Christ. Okay. Then ich glaube, dass. Okay. Then your verb will go towards the end of the sentence when you use das. Okay, Konjugation das, your verb will go to. Er hat gesagt, dass, I said, we use sagen. Sagen is always accompanied with das. You can just say, er hat gesagt, die Mobile sind da. It's correct, okay? Er hat gesagt, die Mobile sind da. But we prefer to use the das to form to make the mobile like the subordinate clause as a Nebensatz. So hat gesagt, dass die Mobile da sind, oder hat gesagt, die Mobile sind da. When you don't use the das, then you stick to your main. But then when you want to use the das, then your verb will go to the end of the sentence. The Nebensatz mit indirekter Fragesatz with the W questions, okay? Was soll ich mitbringen? Warum lädt sie mich ein? So when you want to make it, so Erich will wissen, was mitbringen soll. Nebensatz with W questions. Always your main verb goes to the end of the sentence, okay? Yeah. But then when you're just asking, was soll ich mitbringen, then your was soll ich, the soll will follow without it when it's in the main sentence. When it's the Hauptsatz, then was soll ich mitbringen? But when it's a Nebensatz, you have to push your verb to the end of the sentence. Was mitbringen soll, was soll ich mitbringen soll, ja. Dann, indirekte Fragewort mit ob to answer yes or no questions, okay? I don't know if you will come. How to use ob. Okay. I want to know if you use ob for uncertainties, okay? So when you use ob to, your verb will go to the end of the sentence. So das, then, ob, weil, all of them, your verb goes to the end of the sentence. Yeah, unredemittel. It was vermuten. Vermuten means to guess something. Vermuten. To guess something. So ich glaube, dass, ich bin sicher, dass. Ja, das glaube ich auch. Nein, ich bin sicher, ich glaube, dass. Like to guess something. You can use this redemittel to get something. Oh, I believe that it will come. Still, even though you believe doesn't mean say it will happen, okay? You're just guessing. Then sagen, was jemand gesagt hat. We use zu sagen, was jemand gesagt hat. So, er möchte das, he wants, okay? He said he wants that, he wants you to come. Er möchte, dass du kommst, okay? You can say, er möchte nicht kommen. Das ist ganz falsch. So, ihr fragt, ob oder was oder wann der Zug kommt, okay? Und ihr gesagt, ja, er hat gesagt das und er hat gefragt, ob, okay? Ja, so sagen is always used with das und fragen mit ob, okay? Er fragte, ob. He said that he asked if, yeah. Dann Mailbox, Nachrichten hinterlassen. Hinterlassen means to leave behind, okay? Hinterlassen, to leave behind. So leave behind a mailbox. Hallo, hier spricht. Immediately pick a phone up. Oh, hallo, hier spricht Herr Müller. Hallo, hier spricht Frau von like hier spricht. Ja, klar. Denn ich möchte, ich will. Kannst du, willst, möchtest du? Dann hast du Zeit. Bitte ruf zurück. Okay. Yeah, call back. When you want to leave a message on the phone call, you can do this. Yeah. Then eine Einladung schreiben. I said with letter writing will take time and go through everything. Okay. Formal letter, final letter. So then zusagen means to agree to something or to promise that something you do something. So vielen Dank für deine Einladung, one of us. Ich komme gern, ich komme. So yeah. Dann absagen is to cancel, and when you want to cancel, you can vielen Dank für die Einladung. Leider muss ich von 10 Uhr bis do. Like he give you a reason. Leider muss ich meine Tante im Krankenhaus besuchen. Leider muss ich, dann ich muss, ja genau, you have to do something, so I can't come, okay? Yeah, that is German. You can close, you can give remarks, although you are not able, like, although you won't be able to make it, you have to still wish the person well. So ich wünsche Ihnen, dir, euch viel Spaß, viel Glück, alles Gute. Das war's von Lektion 9. Tomorrow we won't start lesson 10. Tomorrow I'll go over the quiz, the A1 exams. Yeah, we will discuss. Maybe Saturday. I promise Saturday, but Saturday I have to travel, unfortunately. So tomorrow is Friday. We still meet our regular time. Then we discuss the meeting. Okay, like the A1 exams. Okay. All right. Because initially I used to say that, oh, chapter when it's short, you will complete it in. But at least we use 1 week to clear this, right? No. Chapter 9, we start chapter 9 on Thursday. Okay, we can also at least 5 days. And then I thought said, okay, this one is shorter, but I know to say it. I also say it. It's 84 from saying from 77 to 84, 7 pages. But no one say the 10 years maybe. That's fast. Yeah, that's it. Is there questions? Questions? Any question? No. Just practice, okay? Practice, make your own sentences. You can ask ChatGPT. I learned, like, give me more clarification on Nebensatz's conjugation with das, Nebensatz with indirect Frage. Give me English sentences and please state the level. Maybe I'm learning A2, so give me sentence like I want to relate this and give me sentences under this level. Say, give me sentences to translate to German. We must see one English. I told the manager that the people were you don't need that. Okay, stick to your level. Okay, the most important thing is that you understand you are being taught, not what you will be taught. Okay, what you will be taught is not important because there you like you learn it. Okay, but right now, make sure that what you've been is concrete. You are the most important thing because we build on what's yeah. Mir schlecht. Okay, so das war's. Wir treffen uns morgen. Und ja, tschüss.